on live now and do the intro.
Shalom Akim. Just bear with us 1 second. We're live now. Just getting a couple more things straightened out, and just before we embark upon this scriptural journey.
That's right.
Yeah, because like always. Okay.
Hey, Shalom. You can hook it up. Yeah, Shalom out there. Let us know if you hear us clearly and you see us clearly. Today's topic. What's the topic? It's right on.
It's the full moon, the new moon, high holy days, and other topics.
Okay, so you heard the topic, right? And this is because of Alazar, we call him Alizé. He had sent me a message, a private message me. This was a couple of days back, and he said that pretty much I can read it, but it's a short message. He said, "Look, Nate's teaching that the new moon is a full moon now." So you know me, man. You give me something. I said something back to him, and so I just did a video. I don't know if it was immediately after I saw the message or a couple hours later, but I did a video on it, and I didn't go. I hit 2 scriptures, and just left it at that, just to put that seed in the air and see what happens. So some of Nate's people came on the site, cursed me out, talking about I'm watching the online show, show that they do. Which I don't watch the online show. I have no reason to watch the online show, but maybe Alazar watches the online show. He ran it by me, and I noticed was the next day or 2 days later, a couple days later, Nate had actually put up the video. If you go to IUIC in the classroom, it's the latest video. The new moon is the full moon, or the full moon is the new moon, or whatever. And I watched maybe like 20 minutes into the show that he did. He was hitting scriptures, and he basically was going. Well, the first scripture he went to, or one of the first scriptures he went to, was Genesis 1, where it speaks about the lights in the heaven, and he says that the moon was a light. So he said that means it was a full moon. And you know what? I agree with you. When the Most High created the moon, he created the moon in its perfection. All right? But there's a cycle that it goes through. So you hit a couple more scriptures. I didn't watch the whole thing. I didn't need to watch it. But anytime you went to a scripture, see? That means it's the full moon. All right? Now, when you go to, but you know what? Let me say this. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I kind of jumped the gun. I shouldn't be mad at him, right? I shouldn't be mad at Nate. No, I shouldn't be mad because Nate doesn't know. He doesn't understand. He's not that deep, but he's trying to be deep. But that's all right, man. But if you're that deep and you're that astute, and you're into the facts, then how do you explain Friday sundown to Saturday sundown as a Sabbath? So we got to deal with that. See that new moon being whether it's a full moon or you can't see the moon. All right, that's kind of irrelevant at this point in time. So give me Judges, Judges 5 and 11, and also get me Chronicles 2 verse 16. So we're not going to get upset at you.
All right, this is the book of Judges. Just bear with me 1 second. This is the book of Judges, chapter 5, and verse 11. It says, they that are delivered from the noise of arches in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates. So it says, they that are delivered from the noise of the arches, which noise of the arches is talking about those missiles. The ones that are delivered means the ones that of the elect that's going to be going up in the chariots. It says to the place of drawing water, because this place here is a place of drawing water. In other words, this is where we serve our captivity.
Well, there's an example of that in Joshua.
Khan. Yeah, there's an example of it in the book of Joshua. I believe they were the Gibeonites, which were Canaanites, and they lied to because they heard of the fame that the Lord was giving the children of Israel, and they feigned themselves to come from a long journey, to tell them that they came there to pay homage to them because they heard of them. Yeah,
All you got to do is go to the blue letter and click on drawing water,
all right, drawing
and it'll lead you right to that scripture. It's in Joshua.
water. All right. Judges 5. Hewers. I put hewers of wood. Hewers.
Yeah, hewers of wood and drawers of water.
Right. Hewers.
They said they were going to make you hewers of wood, drawers of water.
Khan. Yep. This is this is Joshua 9. And the point is in 21. I guess we could read up above that. Start at 16. Let me see. It says, then it came to pass at the end of 3 days after they had made a league with them. This is when they made a league with the Gibeonites. It says that they heard that they were their neighbors because they knew that the Canaanites was getting their ass handed to them by Israel, and that they dwelt among them. And the children of Israel journeyed and came unto their cities on the 3rd day. Now their cities were Gibeon and Siphrah and Beeroth and Kirjath-jearim. And the children of Israel smote them not, because the princes of the congregation had sworn unto them by the Lord power of Israel, and all the congregation murmured against the princes. But all the princes said unto all the congregation, we have sworn unto them by the Lord power of Israel. Now therefore we may not touch them. This will we do to them. We will even let them live, lest wrath be upon us because of the oath which we swear unto them. And there was an instance where there was a particular king, I believe it was, that actually slew the Gibeonites, and the Lord punished him for that, or the people for that. I forget which one it was, because of that oath. That oath goes back to Joshua and them. It says, and the princes said unto them, let them live, but let them be hewers of wood and drawers of water unto all the congregation, as the princes had promised them. So basically they were slaves. They were made to be slaves to all of Israel, So when you go back to Judges 5 and 11, they that are delivered from the noise of arches and the places of drawing water, that's here in America. The places of drawing water is slavery. This is where we served our captivity at. It says, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord. And what is that? Part of the righteous acts is what's written in the law. The garments and the fringes, the beards, the Sabbaths, the high holy days, different other laws, and also retelling things that the Lord have done, his great works, delivering us out of Egypt and other things of that nature.
Yeah, acknowledgement of the new moon.
That's right. It says, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. So that's why we basically, this message is to Israel, but more so to the elect right now. It says, then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates, and the gates represent the leadership. That's where the leaders would gather so that the people can get their counsel from the leadership, So part of the rehearsing is the calendar that we hold, which is a lunar calendar, which is based off of the scriptures. You know, you have something possible?
Yeah, the other scripture Apostle Elatar called for. Yeah, the screen is something's going on with the. Yeah, it's just going light and then dark, light and dark. Hey, kind of like the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Illustrating to Nate.
You can you brothers still hear us? I know it looks like it went dark, but can y'all brothers at least still hear us? Yeah, I mean you could see it, but it's just dark.
Well, at least you can hear. So I'm going to read the scripture.
Yeah.
The book of
There it goes. It's starting to clear up.
the book of Colossians.
Good now. Gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Okay. The book of Colossians 2:16. Let no man
It's
therefore
better though. It's better.
let no man therefore. Oh, it's really clear now. Okay. Colossians 2:16. Let no man therefore judge you. Now, by the way, this is the Apostle Paul speaking to the Israelites in Colossus. And he said, let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink or in respect of an holy day or of the new moon or of the Sabbath days. So there it is right there, which 17th verse, which are a shadow of things to come, but the body is of Yahushua. That's it.
All right. So going, pretty much, that was the deal, that we're here in America, the land of our captivity, which the word America means bitter, comes from the word amargo, which means bitter. And this is where we served our captivity at. And here in this captivity is where the Lord said that he would bring us back to remembrance. He would bring things back to our remembrance, our nationality, our high holy days, our dress code, our language, the names of the Most High, the name of Yahushai, the true doctrine going back thousands of years ago, and part of all of that, of our customs was what? Was our calendar, how to keep the high holy days, how to keep the Sabbaths, how to establish the beginning of the year. Matter of fact, this is the book of Exodus. This is the book of Exodus, the 12th chapter. And is it 12 or is it 1? Yeah, where it says 12, where it says the first month. All right, let me go to 12 and 1. It says Exodus 12 and 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, this month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. See, everything works in conjunction, man. You can't separate days from weeks and weeks from months, and months from years. Everything works in a conjunction, in a synergy. You have seconds, you have minutes, you have hours, you have days, you have weeks, you have months, and you have years. And everything was set up in that proper order from the beginning, but you got Esau and these other clowns that is trying to separate the weeks from the months and the days from the years and all of that, So it said that this particular month, which the Lord called Abib, was going to be the first month of the year. So now how is a month determined? Well, you have to go back to the origins of the word month. The word month comes from the word moon. Matter of fact, get that in Ecclesiasticus 43.
Yeah, to add to that, when you look up the word moon, or rather month, in the etymology online, you'll see it coincides with the word moon. And actually, the word month comes from the word moon. Yep. All right? You got it? Scripture?
I got it. Ecclesiasticus 43 and 6. He said he made the moon also to serve in her season. Matter of fact, before I read that, let me go to